So right now I'm having this conversation about how artists who are Black, their first introduction to the art space sometimes has been through Jean-Michel. And because of that, like many artists like myself, you mimic and you copy. It's my personal belief that when you're first starting out, outside of your own intuitive mark making, movement, sound, whatever medium it is that you choose to investigate, once you start exploring who you deem as great or prosperous or intellectually stimulating in the ways that you like to be stimulated, you're going to copy, you're going to follow in their footsteps. The only reason, in my personal opinion, that I feel like a lot of times people gatekeep Jean-Michel's style of like mark making is because they're under the assumption that Jean-Michel is the first, the last, and the only person who couldn't create the way that he did. The only difference between Jean-Michel and somebody else is that Jean-Michel put himself in spaces where artworks were heavily minimal and there were no Black people, Caribbean people, African people in these spaces. And because of that, his flamboyance and the way that he moved, his ability to use the things that were around him because he was experiencing homelessness, it was a stark difference. Like it was causing so much tension. In 2024, it is very common for there to be that type of tension in these quote unquote white cube spaces. And because of that, there's this belief that there can only be like one. And I am a firm believer that this is like a type of like white thinking, thinking that there can be only one. And so then Black people are butting against one each other, fighting because they want to be in the one in these predominantly white spaces, anti-Black spaces, and spaces that do not embrace the full spectrum and intersections on the queerness and flamboyantness of Blackness as it relates to creating artworks. If you're part of the Junior Basquiat committee, I implore you to continue to investigate the things that really bring that life force out of you, and do not allow other people to deter you from those things that inspire you, motivate you, or pique your interest. And if you just so happen to be Black and Basquiat is that person that has piqued your interest, explore that and then begin gradually experimenting and remixing with your own visual language as you continue to develop in your creative practice.
When they gonna see the video, they gonna be sad. I wish we could have got down with them. Damn, you damn right you wish you could have got down with us.